Welcome back, everybody. I am just some dude on the internet. We are going to be continuing the story of Frank Fultz tonight. Now, if you're a fan of mine, you probably recognize that we are streaming tonight on a Friday and not on a Sunday. And that's because I felt like getting myself going today. Now, where we last left off, it is still 8:50 p.m. So we are probably going to want to get our character to bed here first and foremost. But we have been on an extensive journey that has taken us all throughout Muldra to get this car. Now, this car is going to be the key to our mobility moving forward. But I would like to point out that inadvertently, we might have just adopted the most controversial trait of build 42.13 at this point, and that is the motion sickness trait. Our motion sensitive. We will now get motion sickness moving in a vehicle. This is not something that I myself have managed before in Project Zomboid, and it is new to the game. I will say that the reason that I think it's going to be a huge hurdle for us is that motion sickness is not a separate. It is not a separate attribute from just standard sickness. So this means that by moving this car, the faster that we go, the more motion sickness we will acquire. We can develop a fever, and then if we are around dead bodies and that little meter fills all the way up, we could die. We could literally die by driving a vehicle. So this is the key to our mobility, but it is also the ball and chain that we must now manage as Frank Fultz in this version of the multiverse. Now, this little house that we have ended up in does seem safe for the time being. I know that we had fought a lot of people in the immediate area when we last left off. Oh, I'm hearing someone screaming. Not good. So we need to pick up these gas cans. Let's kind of formalize what's going on. We are located on the northeast side of Muldra, and we have found this functional car plus the keys, and we have filled it up with at least one can of gas. So we have Operation Gaslight that we drew up at the end of last stream. Now the general goals look something like this. We want to pick up the blue generator that is nearby. We want to drive our new vehicle to the gas station. We want to drop off that blue generator at the gas station. We want to fill our car to full. Retrieve 5 gas cans from Cortman Medical, right next door. This was where we had held up in the very beginning of the game, and we found 5 empty gas cans. And we want to fill all 8 gas cans at the gas station, and then we can retrieve our books from the school, drive back to the safe house. But our number one immediate goal in the interim is to learn to use a generator. If we can make that happen, that would be phenomenal. Otherwise, we are just going to be someone that has a ton of gas and no way to use it outside of vehicles. So first stop is going to be moving this car up the street to get this generator. And frankly, I think I would, I think that I could probably walk across the street, pick this up and bring it back. And then we will drive up the street. We have dealt with the majority of the Zeds in the immediate area. And thanks to house alarms that have drawn everybody north, I think that the south side of Muldra is going to be relatively safe for us to go back to get these 5 gas cans. But we have not traversed this side of Main Street at this point. So that will be worth investigating. That is going to be a tomorrow thing. In terms of what we have on our person, right? We did find a hunting knife. We've got our ball peen hammer that is worn. In our backpack, we've found a lot of 9mm rounds in the last episode. We got ourselves some beta blockers, hatchet, there's our pistol, our whiskey, Molotov cocktail, cigarettes, which I'm going to draw from. We need to do that every now and then to deal with our tense on edgeness that we have. And then inside of our satchel, what are we rocking food-wise? Nothing. We got our sleeping pills, cotton balls, all of that stuff, and our bandolier that is holding some ammunition. So we have no food on our person. That's going to be something that we are going to need to manage tomorrow. I don't think that there was anything in this house from what I recall. Canned spaghetti bolognese. I stand corrected, fam. All right, anybody else? Meat cleaver, empty pot. Yeah, so this is just a nice little interim spot to hold up. And then we have that basement that is downstairs. There's really no use for the television for us at this point. And I do believe that we are now safe. Oh yeah, that's right. We found a shovel. And then we got our woods to the back. So with our alarm set early in the morning, oh, okay, we got a dehydrated meat stick. So I stand corrected. I'll move the dehydrated meat stick as well. But we need to be careful with our weight. 14 out of 15. Yeah, this might be something where we're going to drop the backpack off on the ground in the morning. But let us get some sleep. Looks like we're going to make it through the night. No nightmares. Yep, there we go. We made it all the way through the night. Okay, fantastic. All right, we're going to get our day started with our spaghetti bolognese. Open it and we will eat it. But I think that for this mission to be most successful, we are going to want to leave the backpack and or the satchel here. We will carry, and actually first we are going to disinfect both of these bandages that we have on hand. We still have not found a med kit. That is another thing that we desperately wish to find. Oh yes, and then we've kept our pens, these 0.1.1. We're gonna move the pens and pencils into the main inventory so that we do not lose them. Paring knife and matchbook, I need to take the matchbook. And I need to take a cigarette pack, put it on our person. What we can leave behind: the hunting knife, ball peen hammer. Oh, did we just open the can and we didn't eat it? Let's eat the spaghetti bolognese. Get our day started off just right. We will drop that empty can. And then we want to make sure that we fill our water. Chrome industrial sink. We will fill our empty bottle that we have here. And we are also going to take a drink. Now we got a lot of blood on our character that we're going to want to deal with too. All right, the screwdriver I will place in the satchel. All right, the backpack. We're going to place this on the table right now. Ball peen hammer also going to be placed on the table. We are holding a crowbar that should have a reasonable amount. Yeah, this condition is not going down. I think that we will be just fine with that. We are currently at 8 out of 12 here. The satchel is adding some encumbrance, so we are going to place the satchel on the table. Yo, I need to turn my phone to personal here. I keep getting all those notifications. There we go. Okay, that's good. That's better. 5.25. And we've got the dehydrated meat stick on us. and 2 sterilized bandages in the event that anything goes wrong. In terms of our wound that we had, it's still looking good. If by the end of today, this is still not dirty, I think that it's safe to take off. I did forget to touch on how far we are into the game now. We are now 10 days and 20 hours with 234 Zeds killed, and our favorite weapon is transitioned from, I think, what was the shovel to back to our bare hands. All right, so we are going to go on our scouting mission back to grab this generator, which is probably going to weigh 40. I would imagine. Oh, Jesus. If it weighs 40, we're not even going to be able to put it into the trunk. Well, that sucks. Well, other thing that we can do... Yeah, we did see this van. It looked really nice. And while I'm not a fan of breaking into this van, it just looks too good, man. There's got to be a key somewhere. Okay, and yeah, see, this holds 84. This is what we need, but I believe that this car was locked. I'm going to smash the front right window. That was dangerous. I will say that. There could have been an alarm. Okay. There is a hatchet in the glove box. Now, are there keys in the ignition? That's what I really want to know. No key in the ignition. Okay, well, the doors are unlocked. And we did find a hatchet in the front. Yeah, there's that blue generator, by the way. I think that there was an alarm that drew people. Yeah, that's what drew us south. Well, it doesn't hurt to get more eyes on the area. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so, and then plus however many are in the house. Okay, well, I am going to, since I cannot put that generator in the car, I am going to divert back to picking up gas cans. We're gonna pivot. We're gonna make like Ross from Friends and pivot. Oh snap, we're more nimble now. I think that's level 3. Where's my nimbleness? Level 2. Level 2. All right, I'm going 10 miles an hour. Slow and painful. So bad smells. Well, it's good to know that I can drive at this speed. If we go to 15. All right, we're going to stop the car and get out. We're gonna see hit vid job ad, hit vids. Now this house has a truck, but it also has some broken windows. Now what is rule number 1 in the zombie apocalypse? Do not enter a space that you have not yet explored. Oh shoot, what is that? Bunch of broken stuff? It's an umbrella and a ladle. Thought it was a shotgun. Definitely not. All right, well, let's see what the undead left behind. Make sure that there's nobody else in here. Anyone home? Ooh, music just stopped. That was a little ominous. It's on the ground. Magazine. Good cooking. Teaches how to make cake batter and pie dough. Okay, well. When in Rome. Might as well learn. Base Cooking Mag 1. Now, again, I will provide the reminder as to why it is that I am so fixated on the gas cans. Hang on one second. I got a cat that I need to move. There we go. I'm so fixated on the gas cans right now because I do not currently have a generator magazine. I do not know how to use a generator. And frankly, if I do not have any stockpile of gas, then that means that whenever I finally do know how to use a generator and need to fill it with gas to be able to use it, I will be up Poop Creek without a paddle. So rather than go on that adventure later, you know, we can get ahead of it. Ah, look, butter. Cheese grater. Nothing in the oven. You know, and while we're here, let's just get ourselves a drink. Did I see, what was in the bookshelf? Just a comic. A beanie, photograph of prisoners. Okay. So nothing of real value in this house. Totally fine. But I do want to see if this vehicle's got anything going for it. Handbag with some money. Ooh, a gardening can. Move over to the main seat, nothing. Okay, and the trunk is unlocked. What do we got in the trunk here? 3 sacks? Dude, okay, look at, now we're talking. Hatchet, hand scythe. I'm gonna take the hatchet. Hand scythe is really nice too. Small hay bale. Yeah, look at this 88. It's a solid truck right there. How's it looking in terms of its statistics? No gas, but overall it's a pretty decent vehicle. Now by now, you're probably asking if this is your first time really joining in the stream. You're like, dude, you got 234 Zeds killed. You're almost 11 days in. Oh, we found a survivor house. Hang on. Okay, let me finish my first thought. We're playing where the days and night cycles are 2 hours long. What is this? Farming and rural supply. Okay. But yeah, we're playing with the day-night cycles being a little bit longer because it facilitates better storytelling from my end. So if you are playing, feel free to turn on your sandbox settings if you wanted to extend that. Okay. Here we go. Walk this way. See if I can get this dummy. All right, you're dead. Another one down. Caffeine pills. Okay, now this house. I gotta point this out for any of you survivors out there that have not encountered a house that has boarded up windows, which if you've been watching this stream long enough, you've definitely seen we encounter one of these homes. This is what we call a survivor house. It is a meta event that happens in the game. And inside of these homes are generally better, higher tier items. And you're probably hearing sounds and you're going, where are those zombies coming from? Well, my friends, the call is coming from inside the house. That's one of the fun things, is there might be 10,000 zombies in there, which doesn't look like it. I see a dead body there. The basement is boarded up, which is ominous. Is this window broken? No. Okay, well, what we are going to do, since we are equipped with a crowbar here. Oh, Jesus! All right, well, while he's busy doing that, I'm gonna go to this window over... Jesus, okay, there's another one right there. I'm gonna check out a window that might not have a Z on it. Unbarricade. That is the option we are looking for. Oh, look at that. And who would have thought? We found a bunch of Zeds. All right, we need to smoke. So we did find a lot of Zeds in this house. Let's take the edge off. Think our strategy through here. We know that this way is safe. All right, let's get a closer look. Military gear, looks like, just a little bit. I'm gonna unbarricade one more. I will drop this plank on the ground. Now, unbarricading this next one would probably be an unwise decision on my half. I need to smoke another cigarette, it looks like. Just stand in the corner here. But we're gonna play this smart, right? You can do things fast, or you can do things right. Because ask yourself, what is the point here in me taking this barricade off when this guy's likely going to beat through this, plop out of the window? And I know that we're up against somebody that has like 3 panels on that side, 2 in that window. I just kind of want to assess the situation. I feel like it's a bad idea. I'll be holding that plank if I take it off. So from an appropriate distance, we will observe the zombies in their natural habitat. But all of these barricades, they have their own health as well. So the Zeds will inevitably break through. It's just a matter of, yep, there you are. All right, here we go. Long blunt, leveled up. All right. Oop. This guy's looking. Can hop through the window. Just bugged out. All right. He's still alive. Let me pop out. There he is. All right, I'm not going to pick that up yet. All right, here we go. We will unbarricade this door and drop the plank. We are at our breaking point here. All right, drop the plank. need to determine who else is in this house. Ah, there they are. Oh! Oh! Jesus. That was... All right, hang on. Getting out of the house, get out of the house, get out of the house. That was so close to being a very bad situation. What the hell was that? He hopped the fucking staircase. All right, there. There's the other one. Okay, I was like, I hear another one. Ooh, okay. So what I did there to get the attention of the Zeds behind that door, I pushed on the door. I walked up, right-clicked, or like held right-click, and then I just basically pushed on the door. And then you could see that some of the Zeds in that other room ended up hearing that, beating on the door, and then you can see that little animation that shows, hey, there is a guy here. All right, I like to just double check my immediate surroundings. We seem to be okay. Okay, well, I need the ball peen hammer to destroy this. Let's just kind of take a look inside the home now. What's in here? Metalworking pliers, a stone blade, suspension, brakes. Okay. Magazines, everyday smithing. Teaches how to forge a steel sheet, forging a saw, forging a spade head. Yeah, look at this. This is fantastic. Shears, scythe head, lantern, gardening hoe head, survival schematics. Now there's two of them. Improvised lighter, a bind spearhead, sew sheepskin pants, sew hide jacket, make an improvised lantern. This other one, nap stone owl, or stone awl, sew hide pants, nap stone blade scythe, grind up plantain, make crate tarp, and make tarp chest rig. So we've got some survival schematics, and then we found forge jar lids. We found a skill book on multiple, and a pen light. That's cool. The Cook Show episode 5 that teaches you stir fry, which I believe that we already know. What's in the fridge? Fillet knife that's dull, but you got some chicken. Yeah, look at that. We can make stir fry. You got some hot dogs. We got peas and stuff. Machete and a sledgehammer. Ding, ding, bleepity bleep ding right there. This guy, this is going to be, oh, dude, we nailed it. This is great. Okay. Empty bottle. This is why we came here, fam. So the machete is one of the top tier weapons in the game. The sledgehammer is something that we need to be able to break down walls. And specifically, that is going to be coming in handy for the storage unit that we skipped earlier in Muldra. Wilderness survivor or survival. We've already read that's, you know, grinding up plantain, grinding up wild garlic, all of that stuff. I'll Never Forget You, Cannibal Plane Crash, a horrific true story. car crash that changed my life. Ooh. Just one? Appears to be. Everyone in the house that died. That's sad. We mourn. Okay, and oh yeah, and with the sledgehammer, we can break down the door to the basement. So, first and foremost, let's grab the schematics that we see. Get all of the papers. Okay, and then this guy was Adam Howard. Rest in peace, Adam. Sorry that you went out that way. Louisville State University. All right, we're gonna grab our everyday smithing and our schematic books. Stone blade. Mouse trap. There's a bunch of sugar here. Yeah, we're gonna grab all the good food and tea, load it up in the car. There's some licorice here. A little bit sad. That's okay. It's okay to be sad. Okay. We're gonna go plop these skill books in the car. And put them in the glove box. We just need to remember to read them, but we're gonna go back into the house. And then in the seat next to me here, this is where I'm gonna put the hatchet, the split peas, the salt, cocoa powder, that type of stuff. We got 3 dehydrated meat sticks. All right. White sugar is going in the seat. Not sure what's going on with my monitor, my external monitor. Well, everything seems to be fine. I'll just keep going. One of my monitors just turned off. Okay, so the things that matter to us in here. Sledgehammer, oh god damn. Sledgehammer. The spade and the machete. And obviously there is some food there. And I'm going to take this sledgehammer right now. We're going to equip in both hands. And then the door, we will destroy. Make sure that there's nobody popping out of there. It's a great day to be Frank Fultz, that's for sure. Okay, we are going to put the spade in the back. We've got canned vegetable soup, butter. Sledgehammer's going in the back too. Okay, now that leaves me 7. Okay, cool. We're gonna go back inside. And I'm curious, this road, this is the main street still. Okay, cool. All right, friends, time to go down into another basement. Okay, is there nobody in here? I just need to make sure. Oh, dude, there's a sink and everything. Camera film. A lot of camera film. Small handles. Value Tech radio. Hand drill. Empty beer bottle. Well, I mean, it's not impressive in terms of holding things in the basement. I would have hoped that there would have been more, but an interesting space. Plenty of storage, that's for sure, and the fact that there is a sink down here. I think that's pretty interesting. It's my word. Well, and all of these planks can be used. They can be useful, but I'm not going to sit around and dismantle all of it right now. We got what we were seeking for. Let's go check the dead bodies outside. Especially this guy that was wearing camo. He's got a military satchel. Some good knee pads. Am I even wearing knee pads? Don't think that I am. All right. Well, we will wear on my left knee. And then we will wear on the right knee. And the hunting pants. We'll swap out into some military hunting pants. And we're already wearing a boonie hat. This one's also bloody. But what's in the military satchel? Let's wear it. We got military boots here. Oh, and there's painkillers. Okay. Grab the painkillers. Military boots. We'll swap out our current boots. All right, anybody else have anything of value on them? Not for the time being. All right, military satchel. There is a lot in there. Okay. I want to take a look at the statistics. And we're going to take our ranger pants off. Don't need them right now. These boots, well, they're made for walking first and foremost. That's just what they'll do. Military satchel has a capacity of 12 and an encumbrance reduction of 65. We've made a friend in the middle of the street. And our long blunt is now level 3, along with our maintenance, which is almost level 4. So we're doing really solid right now. And our long blunt, it increases the attack speed and the damage when using long blunt weapons and reduces their muscle strain. We haven't really run into muscle strain as a problematic feature of build 42 at this point. It used to be much worse. Oh look, dude, there's even more. All right, hang on. We're gonna sit in our, oh shoot. Okay, hang on, wait a minute. There's a lot of Zeds over here. What's, interesting, okay. Am I in the back seat? Yeah, I am. I was like, why am I not? All right, we're gonna take a look at what we got here. Fishing 1, which our fishing is already almost level 2, but great. We will always take that. Carving. Our carving should be level 1 as well. It is almost, not almost. We're working on level 2. Oh my God! It had a first aid kit, a military first aid kit, which honestly, I mean, it holds maximum item encumbrance 0.3, so it's not like it holds a whole lot. And an empty canteen that holds 500 milliliters, but our water bottle holds 1 liter. So that canteen holds half the amount that our water bottle does. It weighs 0.2. Water bottle weighs 0.9. I mean, it's full of water, so. Masonry level 1, which we also need. Magazine, legalize it. Teaches hemp growing season, so we can grow hemp. Very nice. Glass making. Oh, we got water purification tablets. Tracking, which we still don't have any. Masonry, level 1. And then a lot of canned food. Armor schematic, bone shin armor. Julio, and then we got some chips. The annotated map. Gift from Mom. Don't forget to visit Grandpa's grave if you can. Say a prayer for us all. Oh, show me that. Where is it on the map? Is that in Louisville? Looks like it might be related to Louisville, so not going to be in our best interest to go there right now. Well, we've gotten a solid amount of stuff. Okay, what we will do in the interim. All right, we're gonna move our car back to the house that we currently are residing in. And then we will drop off some of the fresh food into the freezer. And this other satchel that we have, 65 encumbrance reduction, capacity of 12. It looks to be the same as the military one. 65 encumbrance reduction, capacity of 12. Yep. Okay, well, let's offload some of this stuff that we can. Namely, the hot dogs, the corn, that type of stuff. We don't need, and I mean, there's a decent amount of weaponry that we have. I should do this. I mean, this military satchel's got a decent amount. What do I have in this other satchel? Just sewing kits. Oh, I don't need 2 sewing kits. They look to both contain the same exact thing. So you mean to tell me that there's no room? There's no room for this sewing kit. Encumbrance is 1.74. Well, I'm going to eat some chips. We're going to change that. I'll eat both of the chips. Why not? Here we go. Now I can move a sewing kit over. I cannot? Oh my God. Okay. here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start putting some stuff on the table here. Might as well get like an actual visual, you know? Start placing all this stuff. We want to save the non-perishable stuff for later. All right, empty canteen. We might as well bring in our skill books and read those. All right, skill books, slap them in there. Normal literature, everything else. Cocoa powder, salt, crackers, tea bag. You know, I'm gonna take this stuff. We'll leave the hatchet in the car. And frankly, the hatchet should probably go in the bed. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm carrying, I got like fish fillets and stuff. Okay, hang on, we gotta manage that. Let's go put those away. All right, we're gonna do chicken. We got corn. We got packaged peas. We're gonna try something here. Because we have an empty pot. We're gonna fill that pot with some water. All right, pot has some water. We are going to be cooking the chicken. So let's take the chicken leg and we will put it in the oven and turn it on. We're gonna take our pot of water. All right, so we are cooking that chicken. We're gonna place the pot right here for now. That chicken leg isn't cooking too fast. Cool. We're gonna place our machete. All right, we're coughing, that's fine. Oh no, am I out of matches? No, I shouldn't be. Okay, there we go. Awesome. All right, almost done cooking this guy. Yeah, we're gonna try and do what we learned on TV. We're gonna make some chicken noodle soup and we're gonna throw in some peas. We're gonna throw in some corn. Because we're living the high life here. We had a good day. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look. We got our pot, cooking pot. Chicken leg, fresh cooked. All right, pot, put that in here. Okay, cooking pot. Create a stew, create a soup from chicken leg. Okay. We will add a second helping of chicken leg to it. All right, so now it is chicken leg soup, but We are going to add packaged peas. We are going to add packaged corn. We are going to add bouillon. And we'll add a little bit of salt. And we'll add some crackers. So now we need to cook it. Our chicken leg and vegetable soup with bouillon. Turn that bad boy on. That's got a lot of nutrition, a lot of nutrients. And this is gonna help us with our unhappiness. We've been a little bit weepy. And while we are at it, let's go ahead and smoke a cigarette. Even though I felt like we just smoked one. Let me get some nicotine patches. It's only 2:40 p.m. Not bad so far. Now the other thing that we're missing, oh look, got glasses. There's a saucepan. Oh, where are the bowls? I don't think that I have a bowl in the backpack, do I? I don't. All right, well, we might, after this is done cooking, of course, we might check one of the neighbors' homes to see if we can get a bowl. Because do you, as a normal person, eat soup directly from the pot like that? Or do you put it in a bowl and do you eat it with a spoon, right? Those things actually affect your happiness in Project Zomboid, which is one of the reasons that I had been carrying, I think it's probably in here, in the satchel, why I had a bread knife, a fork, and a spoon. And those things are important. Now let's take a look. Still cooking. We're gonna see if this will go, if the hunger will go from 70 and go up. I wonder if it'll be even higher. But we're doing really well in terms of managing our weight. We're sitting pretty at 83. 245 Zeds killed. Our beard is a bit scruffy right now. So I think we're gonna make it a point to try to read up on the skill books that we have acquired real quick. Try to eat some of the soup, prep ourselves for the next leg of the journey. $91, look at that. All right, turning it off. All right, with the 91 that is there. Yeah, dude, that's a substantial soup. We're gonna set that one out. All right, we will plop the peas in the freezer. Some dried split peas. Put those next to it. I don't need to be holding on to these work boots right now. I'll place these right up here. We will put the bandana on our face. Matchbooks. Go in the military satchel. The military first aid kit does not appear to have anything on it or anything in it. Put that on the ground and see. Yep, does not have anything. All right, we're gonna put our sterilized bandages inside of it. We will put our caffeine pills in there. Beta blockers, painkillers, yeah, like alcohol wipes, things like that. We will put all of those things in there, at least for the time being. 1.2 out of 2 is where we're sitting at. Okay, and then the annotated map I personally do not need right now, but can I place it to make it look cool? Yeah, we'll put it on the table. All right, matchboxes. Okay, and I did have knee pads. I just swapped them out for green ones. So let's take these other knee pads. We'll put them with the shoes in the corner. Looking good. I'm gonna fill up our empty canteen and our plastic water bottle. Put those dehydrated meat sticks in the satchel. Okay, satchel appears to be just about full. There are a bunch of books in this satchel. I'm going to transition the books, not the skill books. We're going to transition these. It's the biggest pain in the ass ever, man. It's inventory management, huh? When you get to that point. Okay, we still got tracking masonry. Appeared to be it. Okay, yeah, we can slide those in there. Okay, and then this has the cotton balls. We are going to move a sewing kit in here, some cocoa powder that we can move. Okay, we are going to go on a quick mission to go find a bowl, which I think we should be able to find right across the street. I don't think that, or just next door. I don't think this will be difficult for us. All right, just making sure that nobody else was in here. I think that we had already been, but always good to check. Okay, look, yeah, here. We're gonna take all of the food. Stuff that's stale. Yeah, look at that. I mean, like we'll turn those into soups. Empty pan, we can cook with it. We can make a roast. Chips. Canned fruit cocktail. Yeah, see, so now we're just gonna kind of move some of this stuff. There's cinnamon. Take it. No bowls? No bowls, I guess. Let's check over here. This is, okay, this is bathroom. I will take the tweezers. It's good for pulling out glass. Sunglasses, we already got our own. All right, well, we'll drop this off. Now, one of the ways that I enjoy playing Project Zomboid, if you can't already tell, is I bounce around. I'm a little bit nomadic like that. I've got several base-like locations that might appear to be, we're a safe spot to be, but I'm not like hunkered down 100% of the time, at least right now. I'm saving that for a little bit later. Bag of fish fingers. Yeah, we going to want to do what we can. Okay, and then there's sugar here. purification tablets. All right, we got our survival schematics. There's the tea. Move the salt. Anything else? Okay. Back to moving books into the satchel. There's glass making. Okay, I'm going to move sleeping pills. Okay, we need to pick up, get some additional, start moving some of this stuff. Okay, we got 0.7 left in the encumbrance here. Put the cotton balls that fit, they can fit 7. Okay, so if I'm limited there, adhesive bandages can go in. I'll put in some backup sleeping pills. Okay, I mean that fills it. So we're holding on to sleeping pills in the satchel, some painkillers in the satchel, cotton balls, which, to be frank, we should probably disinfect. Douse it in alcohol. Yeah. We're gonna douse a couple of these in there. We still need our bowl, man. Okay. We're gonna place some food on the table. We go place our chips there too. All right, well, we are going to put the pan in the oven. Cinnamon is going next to that. Tweezers, I am going to put in the satchel. Cotton balls doused in alcohol. I have 3 of them right here. And then there's alcohol wipes. These are going to go into the military satchel. All right, let's go next door. I think that there's a bowl. Or there was nobody that lived in this house, I think. Yeah, people moved out. Let's go north just a little bit, because I definitely have encountered a house that has a bowl, at least. It's the little things that we can do for ourselves, right? So if we know that we're safe, we can hunker down for just a little bit. We might as well read these skill books and progress a little bit. We have a lot of like major literary skill books that we have yet to read, and I've kind of been holding off on that until I can get the gas situation squared away. 5-alarm firehouse chili. I'm surprised I didn't unlock that door. All right, always remove the broken glass. All right, let's see if we can find us a bowl in here. A bolognese. Oh, there's a basting brush. Another spoon. Kitchen tongs. You kidding me? Unbelievable. All right, that door is unlocked now. Okay, yeah, this was a nice home. Damn, yeah, we got a lot of... We drew a lot of people, I remember. An antique stove was in here, yeah. Carrots. We're going to take all the fresh stuff. More chickpeas. An empty glass. We got whiskey. Take more of that whiskey. Can opener, corkscrew, bottle opener, empty bowl. There it is. Phone book, agriculture 2. We will take that. First aid 2, we will also take. Get what you need and move on, you know? Dude, if the bread wasn't rotten. Ooh, hang on. We are going to grab this soap and we are not going to drop it. So bleach can kill you, but having soap enables us to clean ourselves. And I might have mentioned that before, but if I haven't, there is your reminder. Okay, and I don't think that there was really anything else of value. There's painkillers. Okay. Alarm clock, catalog. All right, well, we were here for one thing and one thing only, and that was a bowl. And that blue generator is still all the way over there. But remember, house alarms drew people. So pivot. We know that we are on the safer side of town. You know, lean into that safety. For every intense moment in Zomboid, there are many non-intense moments. Distillery. So we're going to bring back a bunch of our cooking materials. It still is fresh and still is cooked. Fantastic. Okay, we will take our beef patty. So the stuff that is stale, right? Like that's the stuff that we're going to want to go for. Yeah, let's put the dried stuff down. All right, the salami. The fresh cheese goes in there, the lettuce. Okay, basting brush goes over here. Now, did I pick, I swore I had butter with this aluminum foil on the side. All right, the bowl, right? Let's go into our bowl. We're not going to create a salad. Transfer liquid. Pouring from, oh, come on, dude. Here we go. Pouring from, I guess that's not how we do it. Do I need to right click it? More. Show craft recipes used in. Divide into 2 bowls. let's grab the pot, I guess. We'll put it in our inventory. So you mean to tell me I can divide it into 2 bowls, or I can divide it into 4, but I can't put it into 1? Fuck. Ridiculous. Craft recipes used in. Pour bowl of oatmeal. Sculpt bowl. Absolutely ridiculous, Nicholas. Clean the bandage, divide food into 2 bowls, make a bowl of beans. Make a bowl of batter. Make a bowl, pour bowl of cereal. Well, that's just wrong. That's just dumb. Okay. Well, I'm going to eat a quarter of it right now. I have to eat it directly from the pot until I can divide it into multiple bowls. I guess that's the route that I'm going to take. And look, we're full to bursting from a quarter of it. And then in the fridge, we will put the food so that it doesn't go bad. A little bit pissed that I got to go that route. All right, first aid. Going in there. All right, we will move the bowl and the tongs. This might be our last cigarette, too. We're going out. We're going to find another bowl. I refuse to believe that there is not another bowl within walking distance. Ooh. Okay, hang on. We got a couple. There's 3, 4. All right, looks like we're pulling 1. All right, well, when in Rome, let's invite ourselves over and see if they've got a bowl here. Down goes 1. Looks like there's chips in here. Down goes 2. Chips and a soda pop and some beer. They're migrating. Wow, a bunch of them are migrating. Okay, well, I'm not going to be the one to stop you, I guess. I'm here to steal your fresh stuff. Lots of good stuff on the ground. And a vehicle key. Okay. A sealed wine bottle. Is that the... I don't know if that's the car. That'd be a crazy twist of events. All right, this looked like a pretty, rather empty home. Literally has like a cot in it. Oop. Saw a tree move. Any survival stuff in here? Got some decent food. Is that a bone? A dog chew toy. It is. Another satchel. Got a pager, gum. That's just stuff that you disassemble. First aid 3. So look, we got like 1, 2, and 3 now. Well, I mean, I ventured this far. I might as well go across here. I just need to not venture too far. I want to see if this car would belong to us. Looks like we got a concurrent viewer. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yes, it is. It is a car that we have access to. Sweet. Okay. And damn it, you're kidding me. The trunk is still 39. So cannot use that as a candidate to pick up the generator. Not viable. All right. We are going to go get ourselves a bowl. There's got to be one in here. Fruit jam. All right. Pizza cutter, meat cleaver, empty glass. There's a strainer. I will take your mortar and pestle. Thank you very much. I will take the copper kennel. And chili that is still fresh. I don't know. Feels suspicious to come into a house that already has chili there. All right. There's none. There's no bowls in this house. That's just sad. Okay, well, I think that we should start walking ourselves back in the general direction of the safe house. Might as well offload this food, right? And this survivor house that we were in does not, I don't think that had a bowl. I'm gonna whip around, check this house one more time, check that house, and then we will get back to our safety. Yeah, look at that. I am now out of breath, which means that it would be a bad idea to begin fighting. Please have a bowl. Rotten bread. Plates. Well, I'll take a plate at least. And I'll take the meat cleaver. Well, it's good that we have taken the time to at least aggregate the perishable foods in the immediate area. Oh, there's some friends. They migrated that way. These guys, dish towel, empty pan. Jesus, okay, getting out. All right, we've been spotted. So let's... Great. Okay, well, let's deal with the immediate threat. This person right here. One thing at a time. Okay, well, we are not... We don't want to get those guys' attention. We can help it. Okay. What is most important to me right now is that we get our exhaustion under control. For whenever you don't have exhaustion, easy to deal with. When you have exhaustion, I mean, these are like exponential compounding factors. Best to leave them be. Okay, broccoli, which is fresh. That's going here. We've got stale mutton chops. Goes down, pack of hot dogs. All right, mortar pestle, meat cleaver. I think the mortar and pestle needs to go in the backpack. Lemon. I'll put the ketchup in there. Plates. Set that there. Steaks. With the TV dinners. We'll go in the freezer. Zucchini. We can make a salad. All right, the empty copper kettle. Go in there. We will put the pops, the beer, ginger ale. All right, the fruit jam. I'm gonna go ahead and place that right there. We got more chips. Yeah, we got a real decent amount of stuff. All right, flicking back over here. That whiskey bottle. Put that down. All right, I'm no longer overweight. We're gonna rest. And while we are resting, let's go ahead and learn how to make jar lids, how to forge them. Quite an extensive spread that we have found ourselves in, just going about the city, trying to figure out what we are going to be doing next. I mean, that sledgehammer was a huge find. Those gas cans, we need to fill those up. So I'm thinking that tomorrow is going to be clearing the immediate threats in the neighborhood and then taking our vehicle to go get those cans. We need to fill those up. I don't care if we fill them up and we leave them on the floor there, as long as I have a decent amount of gas and I can fill this car up. I mean, and that other car that is trash, I have a key to at least. So, you know, sounds like we're in the middle of playing a little bit of a game of chess, if you will. We gotta play it strategically. Takes us quite a while to read things. One of our character's downsides. I'm just glad that we didn't notify those zombies. We didn't call them on the shell phone. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead and read the other survival schematic. Right, need another one. Weapons, this one teaches us how to carve a bat. This one is about hemp. Hemp in its growing season. And then everyday smithing. And I mean, we amassed this knowledge, so let's store it somewhere. Throw it on the shelves. Oh, did I not even put the military... I didn't even put the military first aid kit back in here. Well, and I guess I could put it in the small backpack. Yeah, we're gonna unload that. We're gonna place... We're gonna take some of this stuff out of this backpack. So many books to read, and we are so terrible at reading them. All right, let's fill the water bottle again. All right, first aid kit. I'm going to place it in the backpack, along with the mortar and pestle. Place our rag back on our face. We are out of cigarettes now. Ooh, okay, we still have, what does this make? Bone shin armor. I'll read that in the morning. Okay. And there we are. We're about to wake it up. Okay. On with the next day. Let's go ahead and eat some more of our soup here. Eat another quarter of it. Okay, yep, and look at that. We are full to bursting again. We'll go ahead and... I'm too full to eat more. I can't. I was gonna drink a soda on top of it. Okay, well, we can't do that. In terms of health, let's take off this bandage. I think that we are good now. I'm removing it. Yep, we are good. That means that we also got some first aid. 39.9 out of 75. Okay, the backpack. Let's go ahead and read the how to make shin armor, bone shin armor. Hey, welcome back, Left-Handed Mistakes. So good to see you. Yeah, I was feeling like streaming on a Friday night. So I figured there was a couple more goals that I had in mind so that I'd get going on this guy. And I'm going to be streaming on Sunday as well. It's good to see you, man. Thanks so much for joining. I'm glad that you've been enjoying the content. Really appreciated your comments on the last stream. Okay, we are wrapping that one up now. Okay, I think that wraps up all of the skill books that we had found. All right, and then in terms of what we need, stack encumbrance is 0.9 on the cotton balls. I'm gonna take these cotton balls. We will store them here. Matchbook. I only need one right now. Put it in the backpack. The soap I will put in the backpack as well, along with the remainder of the cotton balls. Those tweezers go in the backpack too. Yeah, look at that. Wow, and our sterilized bandage is still looking good. So I'll hold on to the one sterilized bandage, alcohol wipes, things of that nature. We need cigarettes. We need more tobacco in our character's life to be happy. So we're going to venture out. Let's just refill our water one more time before we do so. Oh, I guess we can't. Okay, so the Z situation, how are we doing? Got him. I believe this is the road that's going to take us to the gas station. Yeah, let's clear the immediate area. We'll get these other two. And then we're gonna start heading in the direction of those gas cans. Come here, friend. No need to be sneaky if they've already found you. Oh, okay, hang on. Flop over. There's one. There's two. There's three. Sick. All right. Oh, hang on. There's still another one? Yep. Looks like I missed one. All right. And this carries 34. Okay, we should absolutely be fine. And then there's butter. Okay, so yeah, and the butter is what I'm going to need to be making some more stuff. I want to throw those stale things into the pots. All right, let's take a look real quick. Let's go back to our current player. Yeah, so if we take this up the road and fill it up, that's one way. But I'm going to follow Main Street. I think that it's safe enough. We got enough gas. All right, well, at least 15 miles an hour doesn't seem to be enough to cause sickness. Let's go to 20. All right, that is making us agitated. I'm feeling queasy. Okay. 15 miles an hour. Awful, awful, awful trait. At least for the time being. Because if, yeah, look at that. Nauseous. Let's go 10 miles an hour. Okay. This is the slowest. God, this is like worse than Sunday Driver. I'm weak with illness. Going 10 miles an hour. That's so funny. All right, we're using our car as a weapon right now. There were way too many Zeds that other way. Well, if I'm not moving fast, this is one way to handle it. Let me pull up my map really quick. Yeah, literally down this route. Where all of the Zeds are. Well, I stand corrected on the front that there wouldn't be a lot of Zeds over here. Okay, well, we're gonna play this smart. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of them. This is, yeah, okay. Okay, if I can't go that way. So So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in front of me here. There's like a shitload. A metric shitload down there. Down right in this immediate area that we need to go to, which sucks. Sucks a lot. This is not how I wanted to handle this situation. I thought that we would be much more in the clear, but we're not. They leave us no choice but to manage them. And to off-road also makes your character much more sick. Dude, there's a gnome there. All right, well, I'm going to manage the Zeds bit by bit because that's really all I can do to get through the situation. If I am in this car, oh shit, that's a misclick just waiting to happen. Yeah, if I am in this car and I go off-road, I'm much more likely to get sick. And when the sickness gets too high, I can get an infection and I can die. And that's not good. It's incredibly unbalanced right now in terms of the traits that we have. And I mean, in all fairness, as shitty as this trait is for us in terms of our mobility, it presents interesting challenges for us to overcome, namely that of encumbrance. Okay, come on, you little shambling bastards. Yeah, dude, I mean, like, to be able to carry very heavy things long distances, a vehicle is, like, almost a necessity. So, we are bound to get sick if we drive too fast. We will be going very slow. There's a broken table leg in that person. Oops. Okay. Got 2 more. Oofda. We got more of them. Are you telling me that there's no meaningful way to manage the illness either? There's no medication right now that I can take? I just gotta rest up. Oops. Well, you know what? When in Rome, I'm going to sit my ass in the car and use it to not be out of breath. Take a look around. So taking a seat obviously changes things. Yeah, so if I can go down Diesel Street and then you pop out, that's the store. That's the store that I need right here. So get a home there, main road. I think think that there's a fence right there, though. Well, we're going on foot, friends. All right, let's take a look at the dumpsters, see if we can find any cigarettes over here. That was at least a decent amount of Zeds that we have taken care of. Is that guy? These? Okay, those guys are just shambling. Son of a bitch! There's even more of them. Garbage can. Empty pallet. Garbage bags. Garbage bags. We gotta fight them. This is shitty. I thought that the alarm would have moved all of these guys out of the way. Yo, didn't realize you were live tonight. Yeah, I sent you a text. I'm sorry, I didn't send you the message with the actual link. Yeah, I felt like streaming tonight. We're still gonna stream on Sunday too, but yeah, to catch you up, Plasmid, we are suffering from the motion sickness trait. It is completely unbalanced right now. It is probably the linchpin of this character moving forward. Effectively, if we go more than like 10 miles an hour, we start to get really sick. If you notice, I am nauseous. I'm weak with illness. I will continue to get more and more sick in that car if I drive off-road, if I drive at a higher speed, if I whip around corners and stuff like that. And it shares the same illness meter as just standard illness. So when that fills up, all of these bodies can contribute. I effectively can die. I can die from being in a car, which is, needless to say, not a great way to survive in the zombie apocalypse. You're right. Oh, you're right. Grandma's B-Day dinner. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I'm glad to see you. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to keep hanging out. Yeah, so I'm trying to get the 5 gas cans that were right here on the other side of this wall. And Jeebus Christ almighty, it appears that a lot of Zeds are in the area now. But this is the store. This is the store that has the 5 gas cans right in here. So I'm going to try to just grab the gas cans and bring them back to my car so that I can take them to the gas station and fill them up. All right. How has the situation evolved? Ooh, it's evolved. Yep. We got 4 more. Yeah, the death by car thing, you would imagine that you would die. Your chances of dying would be higher just by slamming into something you're not supposed to. They really got to fix the balance for the motion sickness. I mean, 4 points, I thought it wasn't too bad of a negative trait, but the overwhelming, like, uncalibratedness of it is quite jarring. I wasn't anticipating motion sickness to be like that big of a hindrance. But you know what? We're gonna play into it. We're too far in to kill ourselves now. They can't kill me if I kill me. Wow, and they're still trying to get into the store. And that's Cortman Medical. The most disappointing medical location. Okay, and then yeah, those cans, I think were all in there. Let's take a look. Front yard. We're back. We're back in our neighborhood, man. Crazy. 2 gas cans. Two more. All right, and there's the 5th gas can. Awesome. That's a lot of dead Zeds. So yeah, we're 282 Zeds down. You know what? There's never been a better time to drink a ginger ale than right now. Let's just do it. Oh yeah, and to catch you up as well, we found a sledgehammer. We found a survivor house. We were able to get into it because we had a crowbar. There was a metric load of Zeds inside of it. We cleared it out. We found a machete. We found the sledgehammer, the military satchel, and a military med kit as well. The military med kit isn't anything super special. It's you're not getting anything like amazing out of it. Oh, okay, I guess I'm eating half of a bag of chips right now. Not what I meant to do. All right, looks like the illness has gone down to queasy. Let's go ahead and just eat our crackle bar. All right. We're going to take all of our gas cans back to the vehicle. So we didn't end up having to drive this way. But I mean, it looks like it's pretty clear in the event that we need to. We're going to take these gas cans back to our location. Wow, and just checking live, the last VOD that I uploaded has been popping off. We got 132 views on it. The channel's been doing really well. We've been picking up a lot of watch time hours. If I can ask anybody that is watching one thing, if you have not clicked the subscribe button, if you've not clicked the like button, please do so. I checked and about 75% of the audience has not been subscribed, which is a shocker. But also, you know, this is content creation at its finest. So if you have not clicked that subscribe button or clicked the like button, please do. It helps get that content out to more people. All right, we got all of the cans now. So let's take a look at the map. I'm gonna start updating some things. So we have medical supplies. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that as done. Let's go to our symbols here. We still have not learned to use a generator. The longer terms, we found a sledgehammer. We still have not learned to use the generator. All right, so we haven't picked up the blue Jenny. There were a lot of stuff. A lot of people there. We have retrieved the 5 cans from Cortman Medical. All right, we need to fill all of these cans right now, and we're gonna go to the gas station. So from our current location, we can drive up the street and to the right, but we can also go back and up Franklin Street, which, I mean, there was the storage alarm that was there. A lot of the Zeds on the right side. Oop. All right, hang on. And back up, kill this guy. All right. We're driving, getting a little bit queasy. Oh shit, another survivor house. Okay. We're taking a brief moment of pause here. So this neighborhood looks like a good candidate to explore. right now. And I don't think that we had explored it quite yet. I know that we set off the alarms and you store it over there. And I think that we walked past and we were considering. Okay, there's 2 more. Any one of these? Nope. Okay, there's 3. There's 4. No worries that they have surrounded the car. Oh shit, we got a fever. Okay. I am hoping that I didn't catch the Knox virus. I don't think that I did. I think that's just a... Hopefully it's just a fluke. All right, well, we are going to get out of this immediate area. We can start clearing these guys out while we let this drop. Yeah, how shitty is that? You get a fever from driving your car. You know, when I'm thinking motion sick, I'm thinking like, okay, my guy's going to be nauseous. It's not going to be fun. Look at him swinging slower. Okay. Yeah, and there's the electronics store. Well, god damn. Yeah, this is a not so good situation. We're gonna keep an eye on the fever. And hopefully that will pass. I don't think that we are infected from our laceration a couple of days ago. I hope that I'm not wrong. And you know what? I mean, in the worst case scenario, if I die to a laceration that has caused an infection, that is the perfect opportunity for us to abandon this trait. I really hope that that's not the case. Okay. Well, honestly, this neighborhood needed to be cleared a little bit, so. This guy's got like a knife in him. Time. He had a hunting knife. What does this teach us? Ooh, it teaches growing seasons for different things. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, so thus far, if I'm not dying from an infection, which really don't think that I am, I think that this is all new because of this motion sickness. This means that like our mobility, we have to plan around that, right? Like if I can't drive very far without becoming this sick, like that's gonna be a real shitty thing to manage. Anything in this trunk? An empty gas can. Don't mind if I do. I'll move that one over. There's a lot of Zeds over here. I've got 7 gas cans plus the 2 that are already there. We got 9 cans worth of gas and a second survivor home, which I'm curious. Dude, there's gotta be a Jenny mag in here. Teach me about the Jenny mag. We're unbarricading. Did somebody seriously barricade this? Well, cannot open that. Dodo likes your streams, by the way. She always pulls up a toy and stares at the screen. She's like, who's this little man and why is he running on my screen? So we got an unknown amount of Zeds in this house. Okay, looks like this door or this window is opened. A little uncomfortable. Okay. Well, I'm glad that Dodo likes the stream. Ah! Okay, there's two more. I'm glad that Dodo likes the streams. We got another basement. Oh! Okay. All right, yeah, cool. I wanted to make sure I didn't just pull all of those guys. All right, well, with 4 of them, if I can time this correctly. Oh, look, and there's a crate in there. If we can time this and not fuck this up. There's one. All right. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Great. Well, I'm glad that we were able to deal with that. Let's get the next guy. Next set. Gentlemen, the time to die is now. All right, that puts us at 298. Almost back to that 1K. Well, you know, if there's this many Zeds at this house, there's got to be something of value inside. It's either guns or food or medical supplies or all of the above. Hey, look, a wreck over there. That's cool. There's wheels on the ground. Only 702 to go. That's right. Oh yeah, and I made some awesome soup in game and tried to put it in a bowl, but unbeknownst to me, I needed to have at least 2 bowls to split the thing into 2 bowls. So you can't just pick up soup and put it into a bowl. I'm overheated. I have a fever. I gotta believe that is just because of the car. Dude, can this zombie break through the door already? All right, we're gonna take this guy out now. There he goes. There you are. They'll break through it. It'll break through. Too many layers of clothes, maybe? Yeah, the heat right now, it's 65 degrees. I mean, well, and obviously if my guy has a fever, he's gonna be feeling overheated. Why? Why with the scary sounds? All right, we're gonna try it. If I unbarricade this shit. All right, remove the broken glass. Never climb through without doing that. All right, so that window, we know that we're good on that side. We know we're good on that side. Let's take a peek over here. This is why the crowbar Comes in handy. All right, and there's nobody behind me. Great. All right, sweet. We went from a fever to being sick. Cool. That's improving. I can't open the window. Well, then I will just break it. All right, we are going to check inside the house. It's just one that I can see. Cool. Okay, now we're going to start checking bodies. And we found our 2 bowls, fam. There we go. Empty pan, kettle. And a fresh burger. Oof. Fried onion rings. Fish fillet. What's in here? Canned fruit bev. Some quagga cakes. Whetstone. An unlabeled can of food, which is a little bit sketch, but okay. Well, dude, you know what? I'm gonna eat this fresh burger. If it's good, it's good. When the going is good, it's good. But when it's bad, oh, it's bad. Now, what kind of knowledge are you hoarding on your shelves? Nothing. Any guns? Photograph of a group of abolitionists. Well, that is useless to me. I appreciate the cause. Stale Bologna. Okay, so that leaves the basement. Please tell me that there's something worthwhile in the basement. There's got to be something in the basement. Right? That's what I'm hoping. All right. Well, at least the basement door opened this time. There's a... Okay. Okay. We got a spinning wheel now. Cool. This is decent. Okay, let's see what else we got. Suspension for vehicles, funnels, large hooks, small punch chisel set, lug wrench. What's in this desk? Money. Healthcare halls, how the sick can fill your pockets. Oh, that's sad. That's just depressing. All right, we got more tires, suspensions. Motorcycle enthusiasts. Heavy chains. Magazines, car batteries, spare engine parts. Brakes. Yeah, so there's a lot of car stuff in here. Is this an anvil too? And a workbench. I mean, so like... What am I feel like I'm hearing something. Sounds like a vinyl cracking. Blower fan. Whetstone. Oh, okay. It's the arcade machine that's making the sound. And this is the vinyl. Okay. That's what the jukebox is what's making the vinyl sound. Makes sense. Well, while this is neato burrito that there's a bunch of vehicle stuff in here, really was not what I was hoping for. I mean, the spinning wheel is pretty dope, but spin thread from wool, from flax, spin yarn. It's not going to be the best find that we've had. But you know what? I'll mark it. I'll mark it on the map. All right, where are we at? Right here. All right, so this one was Survivor House. Car stuff. All right, the road right here seemed like it was pretty safe. We are still sick. I'm gonna at least get this car out of the immediate neighborhood. All right, engine, are you turned over? There we go. 5 miles an hour. 5 miles an hour we move. Slow but steady. That was the slowest crash ever. My goal right now is all I care about is getting those gas cans filled up. And now that I have a sledgehammer, I am able to take that sledgehammer and get into some of these storage facilities that exist. So follow me on the slowest adventure that has ever happened. Because if I go too fast, I get sick and die. So now we've gone from sick to nauseous. We're moving at a snail's pace, but don't worry, we've got so many gas cans. It's gonna be great. So if we go to the end of this road, right, then that passes the Sunstar Motel. I'm wondering what's inside this used store. And this, now that we got the sledgehammer, that's important for when we find the police station, we can go into the armory. And here we are, gas station and all. Once again, I keep hitting my microphone on accident. All right, here we are. Slower than a crawl. All right, the gas pump is on the left side. That's a lot of Zeds. Refuel from the gas pump. So now we can fill the entire car up. Super sneakily. And effectively, this car now becomes part of our gas, acquisition that we have. Whenever the electricity goes off, in the event that we have not learned to make a generator and we need to get gas. Oh, okay, move. All right, this is where we need to lock in. All right, make sure no one's coming from behind. We are safe from that direction, but that direction we are not. Okay, let's go back to it. Let me make sure nobody else. Okay, nobody else is here. Continue our refueling. Sweet. Okay, I'm fairly confident now that I'm not gonna die from our laceration. That sickness and fever was introduced because of the motion sickness. Okay, now 7 gas cans. Put them all on the ground. All right, we grab one. We're gonna do this one at a time. Where did they go? What? Where the fuck did they go? Hang on 1 second. Oh, okay. I was like, that's never good when you see that many zombies disappear out of the blue. All right, we will take this gas can now. We will drop it on the ground. 6 more to go. Very important to listen and see if we can hear anybody approaching us while we're doing this. Drop that one. 5 more to go. All right, we're gonna quickly see if they shambled away. Okay, good for me. More gas for me then. Didn't need you anyway. This is a great acquisition of a lot of gasoline. To have this many gas cans is, I don't think I've ever had this many gas cans in any Zomboid run ever. Especially so early on. All right, drop this one. On to 4. I'm feeling much better about when the electricity and the water shuts off at this stage. We're 12 days and 5 hours in. And a reminder, we've been playing with the day-night cycles being 2 hours long, which is kind of why it's like, hey, I play for 3 hours and I get through 2 days. All right, we've got 3 more cans. There we go. Drop that. Oh, we've made a friend. Hello, friend. You've wandered from the pack, haven't you? Anybody else want some? That's what I thought. 2 gas cans. Now, Muldra Elementary is very close. Given that I don't want to drive more than I have to, and we know that that is a safe location, and we know that we have all of our books there, I say that we go to the school, grab our books, and bring them back to our little cabin that we have established. That's kind of on the outskirts of town. All right, this appears to be the final gas can that we need to fill. Do that check again. We good, we Gucci. We have like 90 liters of gasoline now, not including what's in the car. Yep, so there's 9 cans of gas. I think that we will be fine to leave those gas cans here. I am going to clear out these friends. Try to keep the immediate area a little bit safe, you know? But this is where that blue generator needs to end up. And it's not very far from here. But that means that we're gonna have to basically be an open duck, like open season, if we were to walk with it. Blue Jenny is across the street into the neighborhood there. And that's where all of those Zeds got pulled to from the house alarms. An extinguisher, a leather tool roll, which is honestly a great idea to have. Might as well start collecting some of these items. Go ahead and eat some barbecue chips. Sweet. Never ever go wrong with beef jerky. I'm really sad that there's no cigarettes in there, but there is a fudgy pop. When you're down, you can eat a fudgy pop. Okay, and if we move real slow in our vehicle, I mean, we can take the back road. And, okay, 2 full cans of gas. That needs editing. Just say 9. Yeah, so if we take our car back this way, up, and then into the elementary. All right, we're gonna update the map. We have our 9 cans of gas. And this is going to be edited. There we go. We have filled all of those cans now. We need to retrieve our books from the school, right? We have filled the car to the full. We still need to drop off that Jenny. We have driven the new vehicle there. But yeah, we need to pick up that blue Jenny and drop it off. But we don't have enough room in this vehicle to be able to put it in the back. That is the really crappy thing. Now we're gonna move from here to the elementary school. And you know what? I mean, yeah, I'm gonna drive there. All right, we're going our horrendously slow 5 miles an hour so that we do not die from motion sickness. And I'm gonna take us the sneaky route to the elementary school. The only reason that I'm doing this is because this vehicle has more storage capacity, and I've left my backpack and like other satchel and stuff like that back at that cabin. So I'm looking to take this vehicle all the way to the elementary school, acquire all of the books that I need, and skedaddle. And by the time that I get back to the cabin, that might be a good place to call it for tonight. And then we're going to end up having to use that sledgehammer. That's like a huge thing. So these storage units that we can't open that are locked, right? You can use the sledgehammer and you can tear them down. And there was also a location that we were not able to open in a storage facility close to our starting house, that we will be able to tear those walls down as well. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, hang on. Gotta go this way. My bad. And we're miserable. We're ravaged by mourning and desperation, and we're losing hope. We have not been able to find antidepressants. The antidepressos. All right. So this is the back lot, dude. I mean, I feel like you fucking walk faster than this. This is just nuts. But so that I only have to do this in one trip, I'm going to suffer through it, but I will complain. I mean, this is why it pays for us to explore some of the surrounding area ahead of time, right? Like, we know where we are going. We know what the general area looks like in terms of conflict. That Zed is literally just going to walk past me. I guess when you go 5 miles an hour, the Zeds are less inclined to chase you. Okay. And there's the stale ham slices, or the rotten ham slices. All right, we're backing this baby up. Canned vegetable soup, don't mind if I do. Welcome back to school, friends. Long time no see. Now, one of the best finds that we had made was this coffee machine. And oh yeah, and our shotgun. I guess you could include that. So let's take a look, man. Look at all of the good shit that is in these bags. All right, so like the 308 rounds, more M1911 magazines, an additional pot, because we've got all the food that we need to be cooking. So let's just go start making some additional soups and stuff. We have 3 out of the 4 bowls. I might check the kitchen here and see if there are additional bowls. Megaphone for screaming. Yeah, we've got our agriculture, which we've got the skill for it, so we don't need that anymore. Move that out. Box of paper clips, that's for fishing. And we already do have a pan there. So I'm gonna leave this one here. I am gonna take the pot. Okay, this bag. Yeah, we're a little bit queasy. That's fine. That's fine. All right, we are going to equip this bag as our secondary. And then we've we've got the box of shotgun shells. I'm going to put that in the military satchel. The shotgun can go on our back. And how much does that shotgun weigh? Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Okay. I'll come back for the coffee in the mug. We're going downstairs. We're going to drop some of the stuff off in the car. Make sure nobody else is out here. All right, there's one guy that way. That's it? Okay. Yeah, we're not rocking very much in terms of space in the trunk. All right, this garbage bag, I'm going to move. I see I can't even put the entire garbage bag in there. Well, I'm going to drop it. Hang on. Got this guy. Okay, there is nobody else immediately. School, the source of all my nightmares. Yes. Okay, so if I can't put that there. I'm going to move the hatchet and the spade. We are going to pick up that trash can or that garbage bag, put it in the trunk. That puts us at 30 or 27. Okay. I can put the spade back in there. Cool. Okay, that's 29. Yeah, and then... Well, I don't know why it wouldn't let me do that before. 30.74. Okay, so that's a decent amount there. And then in the garbage bag has all of the ammo and that stuff. And that's 17. Oh, hang on. Let's attach the crowbar. Take care of the latest friends that we've acquired. Notice that we're getting much better at our long blunt now. And we're almost level 4 with it, as well as our maintenance. So good on us. All right. We're gonna try to get another trash bag. We're gonna see if we can steal anything else. I'm gonna fill my water and my canteen. We got plastic trays. We are going to want, a sponge will help us clean things off of a wall, like the blood and stuff off of the floor. All right, here's what I'm looking for. We've got another bag. Rotten chicken nuggets, dryer lint. There's no bowls here. There's no bowls. Twine. It's actually kind of important. Okay, there we go. Garbage bag, equip as secondary. What did it have in it? An empty kettle, okay. A burnt bagel. All right, we're gonna drop all of that stuff. But now I can walk around and throw books in this bag. And any of this food still remains. Butter. Baking soda, don't mind if we do. Ice cream. Wow, well, that doesn't really take up much at all, does it? Well, in terms of the knowledge that we can acquire, let's go back into this classroom. I don't need it. Don't need it. Trapping. Think we might already have welding, but let's take what we can. Blacksmithing 1, we will take it. Agriculture 2. I know that we have fishing 1 already. Pottery 3, tailoring 1. And I feel like we had first aid 1, 2, and 3, but just in case. And we did have electrical. Sweet. All right, so there's that classroom cleared. First aid 2. I do think that we have that. Cooking 2. Maintenance. Yeah, see, and we were in the middle of reading that. I mean, I'll grab it because I think that it's still back at the normal house. Tailoring 3. Animal care 2. Tracking 2. Is that tailoring? Yeah, tailoring 1, 2, and 3. You got real plateware in high school? Yeah. Apparently they don't have real plateware here. They've got just the plastic trays. Electrical 2, yes. All right, I think there was one other room. Teaching a lot of children how to weld things at this school. That combination padlock. I thought it was a Colombian. It's like a Colombian padlock. What is that? It's almost like a Colombian necktie. But not. Cooking 2, which I think that we already picked that up. Yep. Foraging 1, tracking 1. We want tracking 1. We hoard the knowledge, my friends. And a box of batteries, also important. Specimen jar of centipedes, kind of weird. Carpentry, fishing 1. Yeah, we're just stocking up on our books. Agriculture 3. Agriculture 1, I'll take the twine. Masonry 2. And then tracking. Yeah, and we already got tracking. All right, this was mechanics 2. I'll take it. Oh, it won't fit in the trash bag. Okay, well, I'll hold it. First aid. All right, and then we'll take more twine. And then if there's anything else left of value, I mean, there's another trash bag that we can go for. But I think I can take this bag and I can put it in the back seat at least. Since that is full, yeah, let's get in the side. All right, yeah, see, these hold 20. Awesome. Okay, that's the front right seat. Let's go rear left. Garbage bag. Gotta not equip it, unequip it. And then in the rear right seat. Dude, will it not let me? Oh, it won't. Yeah, head out, tired, but great stream. Thank you so much, Plasmin. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up here relatively soon. I hope you have a good night, and I will see you Sunday if you're going to be on. Otherwise, I'll see you when I see you. And this weighs 19.95. Okay, yeah, no wonder it wouldn't fit. So let's move these. And then I can take the garbage bag. There we go, sweet. Put the glove box in there, there we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Fiberglass tape, propane lantern. Okay, bolt cutters. We're taking the bolt cutters. Ear protectors. Okay. We're gonna go back upstairs because there is a little maintenance room that looked like it had, yeah, this had some stuff in it that was pretty interesting. Vice grips, value tech, walkie-talkies, box of nails. Gonna need that. Welding rods, iron bar, small hacksaw, yeah. Mason's trowel. I'm going to take that. Garden fork. Yes. So there's some good stuff. Hand scythe, Mason's chisel, gardening trowel. We'll eventually need to garden, so might as well take that now. Well, you know, I think that this sets us up for the next stream really well, actually. There's my diary, yeah, and then like my box of ammo. I need to take all that stuff before I forget that. Okay. Well, my friends, we have made quite the journey over the last, how many days here? 12 days, 10 hours. 12 days, 10 hours, 309 Zeds killed, with our favorite weapon being the crowbar. How's our health doing here? We're just a little bit overweight. Oh, here, I will drop the satchel on the ground for the time being. And I'm going to take a seat in this bed while we rest. Pull up the map. So we have retrieved those gas cans. They are no longer there. So here is the deal. We started in this main house on South Main Street. Over the last 12 days, we had explored the surrounding area. We had branched out into Cortman Medical. We moved beyond and found some gardening supplies. We continued setting off our first house alarm where we retreated and pulled Zeds away. That's what ended up leading us to this elementary school. We made our way in the last stream across the street, and we were able to secure the gas station, where we now have 9 cans of gas, full to the brim. And we've got a vehicle full of gas. So all in all, I'd probably call that like at least probably 140 liters worth of gasoline. So we were able to move a lot of this stuff, right? So let's retrieve our books from the school. That is now right there. So the remaining tasks in Operation Gaslight were to pick up that blue generator, drop it off at the gas station, and I mean, take all of the stuff back to the safe house. So I'm thinking that next run that we are going to move our stuff back from the elementary school across into the cabin that we have acquired. I kind of like this little outskirts. It's almost on the outskirts, but not quite. I like that location. It's pretty decent. The elementary school, I think our arc at the elementary school is coming to a close. I don't know how much more there is for us to see here once we start taking this stuff back. The electronics store that exists here, we are going to be swinging by and dismantling as many of those things as we can to get experience in the near future. But as you can tell, we haven't barely scratched the surface. Zoom out and you will see just how much farther there is to go. We've done a decent job exploring so far, but we still got to check out the other side of Maldra. We will be headed toward Echo Creek is our ultimate goal. We want to establish Camp Fultz once more. So, with that being said, my friends, we got about 30 seconds left in this outro. I just want to thank every single one of you for joining. If you've not clicked that like button or the subscribe button, I encourage you to do so. We would love to have you on the channel as a subscriber so that you come back. We are streaming once a week minimum, every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Arizona time. This just happened to be a fun Friday one. Well, thank you so much, my friends. As always, I am just some dude on the internet. Bye-bye.